What is up, Sables? Thank you for joining me for yet another video. Make sure to check out my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at SableJ. I am about to show y'all how to go from this whack honey to snack. Okay, do you hear me? Yes, you can get this beat. Just stay tuned. So, hopping in, I slayed and laid my edges with the Eco Styling olive oil gel. Yeah. And then popping in the brows, I use the NYX SPE 902 pencil, which is the brown shade. And of course, we're not doing those brows on camera. So boom, brows are done, lids are set. I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toffee. I believe it's CG 984. And then I also set my brows using the dark brown Avon Perfect brow gel. Alrighty, hopping into the first shades, I'm using this Jolie New York palette that was gifted to me for Christmas. I'm going to use that bottom shade that's second to the right, I believe. Yeah. And I'm going to use a Emax design brush from like an Amazon package just to sweep that back and forth across my transition area. And I'm sweeping. Alrighty, then hopping into Meet Matrimony. That is like a dark, like plum shade, if you will. I don't know why I didn't open it so you guys could see it, but next time you will. And I'm using that same Emax design brush just to sweep that back and forth across my transition area. Okay, just searching. What could I be searching for? Oh, all right, hang on. Gotcha. So I was searching for a fluffier brush that obviously wasn't doing too well in my transition area. This brush is from the Wet n Wild's Pink and White collection. I honestly don't know if it's still in stores. I think it is. I think I saw it a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago. It might still be in stores, but if it is, you can find it at any local drugstore. And now popping into that pink shade on the last of the top row. I'm going to use that and sweep back and forth in my transition area yet again. Okay, and now actually I'm showing you guys the shade that I was going to put on my cut crease. I don't know why on earth I showed it to you now before I even applied like the concealer to cut the crease or anything, but I did. So remember that that's the shade I put on there. And now I'm searching and I'm making weird faces. I'm looking for the concealer. Forgive me, I had like 4 of similar LA Girl Pro Conceals out. So we're going back in with the Toffee one though. Yes, they get it, sweetheart. It's the Toffee one. Yep. Alrighty. So using that, I am cutting, and I'm cutting, honey. All that cutting and the crease still didn't come out as, as sharp as I wanted it to, but it's whatever. We live. Now I'm packing on that shade that I showed you guys a moment ago. And I am still packing it on here. And then I'm just kind of checking it out, making sure it at least looks decent. Alrighty, and now I'm going back into Meet Matrimony, and now I'm using a small taper brush from e.l.f. just to blend out the edges. And also put, a little bit more of a plum look up there. Okay, so another minute and come back, and I did both eyes off camera and popped on some lashes. These are the Salon Perfect 614s. They are like a longer, wispy, like for more dramatic looks, I would assume. I mean, you can wear them for a natural look too, and now I'm contemplating that lash over there on my left. Yeah, it didn't quite look like it was gonna dry right, but it did. It was fine. And I used the Colossal Volume Express mascara on both my top and bottom lashes. Moving on to the face, honey. I am using, you're seeing me show the NYX primer, but I actually use the True Blend primer, face primer, I believe. Yeah, okay. CoverGirl's True Blend primer. I wasn't really sure about it. That was also gifted to me, and I don't know. I've never really tried their primers before. I've really just stuck with NYX, and it was super watery, so I shook it up. That still didn't help. As you can see, it's just kind of like sliding down my face, so I used that all over. But you know how you get a silicone feel when you're using good primers and everything? I just didn't really get that. It didn't feel like it was filling anything in. It felt more like a moisturizer, so I went back in with the NYX Shine Killer because that one, it didn't feel like it was giving me any security. So slathering that on, you know. And then to color correct, I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal Orange Corrector. And I don't show me applying that. You'll just see in the next clip there's like a peachy tone under my eyes and like around like my jawline over there. And that is that concealer. Now I am searching because those foundations that I showed weren't the right ones. So I'm trying to, okay, I found it. And it was the Fit Me Matte Poreless Finish. The Fit Me that I was holding up before is like the first of the line, so it was neither like a matte or a dewy finish that they had out at the time. So that one I rarely use unless I just have to. So that's the shade that I'm using. This is 355 Coconut. I'm going to apply a little bit of that to the back of my hand and then lather over my face. You won't see that either, but boom, it's done. And for concealer, I was contemplating using the Kat Von D Lock It In Concealer, but I decided to keep it like pretty cheap for, you know, the video. So I'm going back in with the Toffee shade from LA Girl Pro Conceal. Yep, that's the one. And then popping in, that's going to be all over my face, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, under my eyes, chin, and on my forehead. I'm going to wet my beauty blender and give that a nice little blend. Now for contour, I'm going to hop into this Milani. I believe it's a contour and highlight like duo, and it just like comes with a cream contour, and then the other end is like a liquid highlight. So I'm just going to use that around my jawline and forehead, down the bridge of my nose or sides of my nose, and then on the sides of my chin. Boom, there's that. And using the bottom end of my beauty blender, I'm going to blend all of that into my foundation. I'm going back in and re-blending that concealer out just so it won't crease on me. And I'm setting it using a City Color Powder. I've been trying the Airspun, but honestly it gives me a little bit of flashbacks, so I'll try it again in another video. But for right now, we're using this City Color Powder like in a yellowish shade. Then to set the contour, I'm using the Ebony, I think it's 8615. Yeah, and Milani. Obviously, it's been through some things, so forgive it. And I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics 126 brush to use that and chisel out my jaws and forehead. And if you can't not tell yet, that headband is too far up, so I had to go back in before you see me tie my turban and fix that line of demarcation. I don't know why I put it so far up on my head, but Jesus. And chiseling out that nose. And I assume that I'm still messing with the contour. Yeah, okay, so I'm giving myself a little more on the head. Okay, cool. Now, what are we doing? Is it highlight time? It is. So I'm using my Naked Cosmetics Desert Sunset Highlighter. Guys, this is so pigmented. I guess it's like a loose pigment, But I use it as a highlighter and sometimes in cut creases when I want to be super dramatic, because I only use like what's in the cap. The residue in the cap is what I use to highlight my whole face. So I use that down the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, on the like top of my cheeks, and then I went in with that fluffy brush from earlier and put some under my eyebrows. Now I am tying the turban. I don't know why everybody is so obsessed with this thing, but I guess videos with that are coming soon. But yeah, this is the final look. So get you some stills of that. Yes. Alrighty. And then that's that. And now we're going to hop into the lips. Lips are very simple. I use there was actually in that Jolie palette a little pencil. So boom. Yep, that's the one. I'm using that to carve out, well, basically just to line my lips. And then I'm going to hop in with I think it was Mochalicious by Wet n Wild. We shall see, but I think it was Mochalicious. But yeah, I'm just going to take that all around both lips and give myself that little brownness that I need there. Excuse me. Your girl be tired. Okay, honey. Yes, they understand that you were putting a lip liner on. Right. Okay, good. So now moving on to the lipstick. It indeed was the Mochalicious. I don't know the shade code. Is it 914C? Yep. And I use that to fill in my lips now. And in this clip coming up, you're going to see me applying powder on my lips. If you don't have matte lipstick, you can simply make your own matte by just applying a little bit of powder. I obviously put a lot, and you're going to see me act up because I got some on my tongue because I was being extra. But anywho, yep, right there. Yeah. Moving on, I'm getting a little close to y'all. And going back in with that pencil just to blend it evenly. Oh, and under my eyes also I added in that Meet Matrimony shade and finished it off with the mascara that I showed you guys. So now this is the completed look, and I'm going to mist my face with my Wet n Wild setting spray. I think it's in my L'Oreal Infallible setting spray bottle, but it's Wet n Wild setting spray. So there you go. Giving that a little dry, and you guys can enjoy the videos now of the completed look. A very big special shout out to my niece Brooklyn. I know she either viewed or has viewed this video. She had been waiting for me to upload it, so there you go. Love you. And here are some more stills. Once again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out all my social media. Love you guys, and here's some wig action for you, okay? Alrighty, see you guys in the next upload. Bye.
Man, I love this. I put nothing above this. See me when I'm in public. Oh, have it all over my face. Can't deny I love my race. Africans, we must unite. This is our home, it's only right.